On the way back from Bourbon Fest, we stopped at a Hobby Lobby in Kansas City, and I found some things. And from the looks of things, they had a sale going on. You guys know how I like my Mopars, so I had to grab this while I was there. Now, I am not a big fan of these wheels, so I am hoping it's still got some stalkers in it, because that's how I plan to build this. And it looks like I may just be in luck. I've had this in my possession for almost 2 weeks now, and I am just now noticing that 2-in-1 logo. So stock it is. I am not a Chevy guy, but man, I cannot say no to an $8 kit. I am trying to find something very specific here, but it seems to be hidden under that label in the upper right corner. So let's see. Ah yes, here it is. General Motors clearly ripped off the 2024 Mustang with that body line right there. How dare they? Truth be told, I always knew this was going to happen. That's why I turned my back on the bow tie and kind of steered towards that big blue M. That's right, Mopar. Now I do have a plan for this, so stay tuned. Originally, when I went into Hobby Lobby, I was looking for this specific kit. While I was away, I agreed to participate in a build-off competition in one of my Facebook groups. The theme was a work truck, basically anything that could be used to make money. And I had this idea to turn this into a slammed shop truck just to run errands with. So in my head, of course, I got all these ideas, all this stuff I want to do to this truck to make it cool. But while I was walking down the shelf seeing what else was on sale, I found this thing. Immediately, I'm like, yeah, dude, that's it. That's going to be my shop truck. I'm going to slam it. I'm going to do a patina. If I was going to have a shop, this would be my shop truck. Problem is, though, originally, I picked out that step side. I forgot it was in the cart. When I got up to the register, I wasn't going to run it back because I'm lazy. And that 300-year-old lady at the register, I wasn't going to make her do it either. So I just bought it. So for that step side, I have an idea. Stay tuned. But this, be watching for an unboxing very soon. As you guys probably know, I like parts and kit bashing. So I always pick up 1 or 2 of these while I'm there. Let me show you why. Now, even though I build a lot of Ferraris and European exotics at heart, well, I like me a hot rod. This kit comes with a set of 2 fat tires and 1 set of skinny front tires. And this flat tub chassis, well, there isn't one kit that I found that it doesn't fit. Of course, there is a little bit of work to it, but it's not that much. This chassis is so universal. Other than that, it's still great for parts. There's a big block Chevy right there. Got some awesome long tube headers. A 4-link chassis that is done right. You guys have seen me use that shifter on quite a few builds. Not to mention this roll cage right here. That fits under a whole lot of bodies. I know I got about 5 or 6 of these bodies laying around. That being said, I've never actually built up this kit. So I just might do that. Now this kit, I'm not really a fan. I don't understand the hype over it. So I bought it just to see what it was all about. I did open this one as soon as I got home because I wanted to know if the rumors were true. Apparently, the dude had round 2 that boxes these, drinks probably more than I do. He ended up double bagging the wrong sprues, so some people got 2 sprues of chrome, some people got 2 sprues of white. And for some reason, there is a random stray Krager style wheel on this sprue. Nobody knows why. I'll probably be building this guy up soon next year. I'm really burnt out on carbon fiber decals, so 2023, I'm hoping it's going to be smooth sailing. Now, when I originally went through it, I wasn't looking that hard, but I did get a real good look at the headers. And it has a small block Chevy in it, but this is clearly a big block. Oh, there it is right there. Small block Chevy, next to a picture of a big block Chevy. Weird. If you remember in the last Kit Stash video, I have two of these Ferrari F12s. And I mentioned something about sending one of them to one of my good buddies. I am a man of my word, and I did just that. In return, he sent me this. I am not sure how he knew, but this kid has been on my radar for a while. I have a couple Lamborghinis, a whole lot of Ferraris, but very few Porsches. This is an amazing kit, true to Mia quality. I've watched a few videos, namely Thomas over at Building on a Budget Models. He built this up. It's flawless. And well, can't expect anything less from Tamiya. Got a full engine, full chassis, full interior. This is an amazing kit, and I am excited to build it. Oddly enough, since it was on my radar, I already got some paint on hand for it. So, Zach, if you're watching, I'm going to do this one right, man. If everything goes according to plan, I will have this one done by the end of the year. Speaking of Porsches, here is another legacy build. This is one of the ones that I had lost during the move. And lucky me, the replacement I found was a Revella Germany kit. The reason it took me so long to get a replacement is because I had been looking for one of these Weissach package cars. Now I got to reading about this kit and it jogged a memory in my head from the original one I built. And I had to open this up just to make sure, and yep, it still has all the parts for the Weissach package. The only difference is the wheels. The instructions for the original actually told me to discard those unused parts. That means this whole time I could have had a Weissach car. Now this is an interesting kit. It has a full engine in it, but the rear bonnet doesn't open. So once it's assembled, you can't even see that beautiful engine. It is a curbside +1. I was so excited to use my very first airbrush to paint this car that I sped through it. Barely any decals. There's no side markers. I just wanted to paint with that airbrush. And this was my guinea pig. Finally, here is another legacy build. I mentioned before that my wife, she does all these auctions and estate sales and all kinds of things. She scored this for $3. The original that I'd built so many years ago, it was the gray GM Goodwrench car. Now once she brought this home to me, I was so excited, man. I really was. I popped it open, I was going through the box, and well, damn it, it's missing half the parts. It's actually not. Everything is bagged together. The glass, the tires, even the wheels, you can see right there. I even got the full decal sheet. However, I'm not sure they're gonna be any good. As you can see on the box right here, it's all wrinkled and crinkled. That's water damage. So I'm really hoping moisture didn't seep into them decals and ruin them. We'll see though. We'll see. In the meantime, here's some photos of the original that I'd built so many years ago. From what I remember, the only thing that hurt it was the ride height. Other than that, it's one of those gems that Revell accidentally got right. That's it though, guys. The stash continues to grow.